Thank you for joining Pilates Down Under Fitness and Movement. I'm in Gippsland, Melbourne, and this is the perfect morning to do a pick-me-up 10-minute strong ab workout. This would help build those core stabilizing muscles that assist in your everyday mobility. You'll work on coordination, balance, inner strength, but most importantly, you will twist, lengthen, and stretch as we go along. At times it might get tough, but I'll be challenging myself as well. So together we can get through this. Remember, there are no fast and hard rules. If it hurts, don't do it. And if it's challenging, push through it. Remember, repetition is the mother of skill and consistency is key. So let's get started. Place your feet on the mat as you lay on your back. Extend the arms out into a beautiful T position as you lower your knees over to one side as you look in the opposite direction. You get a really nice spinal stretch here. Really nice way to start abs as we lengthen and twist. Really get that nice diagonal stretch, really working into the sides of the body. And this is your last one. Let's get going. You're going to place your hands at the back of your legs, your thighs, as you slowly peel up and you peel down. We're getting straight into it this morning. Peeling up and peeling down. Now, you do not need to come up this high. You can just peel your shoulders off the ground, just come up as high as you can. But what we're working on is core stability here. So as you peel up, draw that belly button towards the spine. Really feel every vertebrae peel off that mat as it peels back down. If you want a bit more of a challenge, take your hands overhead and use your hands as a guide as you peel up bone by bone. Hips are square, which means they do not tilt forward or back. Draw the belly button in. We want to keep that natural curve of the spine. You've only got a few more of these before we add on. So find your pace, find your momentum, exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down. If your feet lift off the ground, it doesn't matter. Just really start engaging that core and the rest will just come. The next exercise is a single knee raise. So that leg comes up in a tabletop. We alternate left and right. If this is way too challenging or feels uncomfortable, keep your upper body on the mat and just lift your legs. And as you lift your legs, just make sure your hips do not shift left to right. So let's point the toes as we come up. Really take a deep breath. Great way to start the morning. We have a few more of these. And we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to glide those feet towards your glutes. Glide the toes in as they go back and reset. Now, you do not need to move your feet if you don't want to. Go back to basic curl ups. With this particular exercise, we're working on balance as you come up and you find your sit bones as you peel down. So we're starting to work on balance ever so slightly here. Try to get rid of the swinging of the arms. You peel up from your head, then your shoulders, then your back. This one's quite challenging. From here, place your hands behind your head as your fingertips cradle your head as we start working your internal and external obliques. So this helps with our twisting. You do not need to lift up the leg if you don't want. You can keep both feet on the mat as you twist. We're really creating that nice diagonal movement from the pecs to the hips all the way across. At the same time, you're really stretching your scapula, working on that posterior chain, the back of the body. So as much as we crunch forward, we also need to lengthen and strengthen the opposing muscle groups. Let's twist a little bit more, then we're adding on. What you do is extend the leg as you reach. We're going to stay on one side and keep it consistent. Really feel it on the sides of your abs. So reach a little bit more if you can. Point a little bit more. Feel the lengthening at the back of the legs. Try not to lock in the knees, keep them nice and soft. When you're ready, you'll go over to the other side. Reach and extend. Here we go with our coordination. You can keep your head down on the mat if you like, and just kick and reach if you really want to. You're getting the movement regardless, and you're getting the lengthening at the back of the legs. You're working your shoulders as you extend your elbows. Okay, both legs go straight up. Rest your head down onto the mat. And we're going to go into a straddle. Hold that straddle, get the stretch, and I want you to toe kiss. As you open up your inner thighs, get that nice stretch. Then you're starting to fold. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. A few more of these, not too many before we move on. Close it up. Place one hand behind one leg, holding onto the calf or a meaty part of the leg, and pull it into the chest. Now you're getting that really nice stretch at the back of the legs. Now, if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can pull yourself off the mat. That's it. Pull it in. Let's go for a few more. Get that nice stretch. There's no need to tug too hard. Rest your head if it's too much. Point a little more, lengthen a little bit more. Engage that core, draw that belly button in. You've got this. We're going to power through these abdominal exercises. You're going to feel like $1,000,000, I swear. From here, place your hands on the outside of the legs and give yourself another nice rotational stretch. Take that leg across the body and pull ever so slightly. You get a stretch out on the outside of the legs. Ah, that feels good. Okay, let's move on. Bring your knees in, pick your shoulders up as we do double leg extensions. Now, you can also do this with your head on the mat. I'm after a full boat position before you tuck back in. You can vary the arms into swimming arms. But what I'm really after is that stabilization of your trunk area. We want to point, almost feel like someone's grabbed you by your toes and pulling your legs out of its hip socket. Your arms, the same thing. Someone's grabbed your arms, pulled them out. Let's go, just a few more. I can't do any more of these. Rest your head, extend one leg, bring the other knee into the chest. Single knee stretch. So bring it in. Get that nice stretch in the hip area. Full length of the extended leg. Bit more of a challenge, peel your shoulders off the mat. Now at any stage, if peeling your shoulders off is straining your neck, you can place one hand behind the head and continue the exercise, or just rest your head down. Okay, we're almost there. Bring it in. We're working the biceps at the same time as we tug that leg into the chest to get the best stretch possible. Both knees in, relax the head. Place your feet on the mat, reset, cross one leg over. You can do another spinal stretch as we lower over to one side, facing the opposite direction. When you're ready, come back up, swap legs, so do a figure 4 on the other side, and lower it down. It is truly a beautiful morning. And then come back. Good job. We're almost there. Gonna wrap this thing up quickly. Extend both legs up. We're going to do what we call crisscross, really small movement, point the legs. Now if you want a bit more of a challenge, what you can do is lower the legs down ever so slightly, really engage that core, and then bring it back, completely up to you. If you choose to do that, hips need to keep square. You need to anchor your shoulders, lengthen your neck. This one's all about control, coordination, and strength. Let's go, we're almost there. Beautiful. One foot on the mat, the other one's extended. From here, we're going to lower the leg down and we're going to lift. Now with this, I need your knees soft as you lower and raise. It's not a high kick. You can also add the flex and the point to really lengthen out the legs and start working the calves. Keep it under control. Then I want you to hold it up there, point the toes, and then we're going to do circles. Now these circles don't have to be big, but I really want you to think about and be mindful of the movement coming out of your hip socket. Make sure you go in both directions. I don't mind how many you do in each, but we're after the control and we're after the non-rocking. I don't want you to sway left to right. Anchor yourself. Awesome job. Place that foot down, take the other leg up, fully extend, and let's lower. Flex a little bit more, point a little bit more. It feels really good. As we hinge at the hip. Just a few more, then we hit circles. Okay, here we go. Let's hold it up and circles in one direction. Now if you find that your hip clicks a little, maybe this isn't the exercise for you. So continue with the lowering and lifting of the leg. But feel that core contraction. Let's go in the opposite direction of these circles. It should feel really good. A few more and you're done with that. This is going to be the quickest 10 minutes ever. And you've got the rest of the day to look forward to. Both feet on the mat. Bring the hands above the head, extend the legs, give yourself a nice big stretch. Then I want you to open up the legs, the distance of the mat, and your arms the same. So you're creating a big human X. I want you to lengthen the left arm and the right leg into a diagonal, and then release. And let's go the right arm and the left leg, and then release. Do that a couple of times. It's a really nice stretch. Almost feel like someone's pulling you diagonally. Bring your legs and your arms back as you slowly peel up. Draw the belly in. Let's go. Lift, lift, lift. Continue as you reach forward and get that really nice lower back stretch. Nice. You don't need to reach the toes. As far as you go down is perfect. And slowly peel up. Roll those shoulders back. Last exercise, a nice lateral stretch. So reach over, and as you do that, you're really opening up the bones of the ribs. There's muscles in between that called the intercostals. You want to be kind to those muscles. Cross the legs over. Slowly stand up. Lengthen, peel up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll it up. And if you were here, I'd give you a high five. That was fast and furious. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Feel free to leave a message and subscribe, and find the joy in each movement you make every day. See ya.